That's fundamental.
No matter who's playing and no matter what game of the year it is. Dwight Powell and Colin Sexton has it for Chicago. Runner here for Trey Jones.
A hot minute.
Here's Coop. He got double teamed. Powell goes outside to Max Christie. Max has shot the ball well the last couple of games.
I heard all that leather. That was a great play by Middleton.
That's good.
Max Christie, wide open corner three. They've opened up with 3 threes in the game already. Lefty shot by Trey Jones, no good. And Coop with the rebound, and he's out of the open court in transition, going to the basket and floats it in. And he provides things defensively. He rebounds his position well. As Middleton knocks down a three, the fourth.
That didn't go hard, but that looks so much better than it did 2
I agree
months
with
ago.
Yeah.
Patrick Williams' 3 points have helped the conversation with regard to his Rookie of the Year candidacy, which of course Coop just went to the free throw line a moment ago. And here he is, defended by Leonard Miller. Coop playing the 70th and last game of his rookie year to do fancy things like that off the bounce.
I love it. He's in attack mode the minute he got the ball.
Half dozen points on the board for him here in the first quarter.
Good find.
Looking for an assist for a Klay Thompson three, number 199 for Klay Thompson this year. And it's a steal, Cooper Flagg. By the way, the three-pointer for Klay Thompson, he just passed Kevin McHale and moves into the top 100 in the history of the NBA in points scored.
Good for Klay. Congratulations.
Man, what a flurry in the last 10 seconds. That's a lot of history.
Leonard Miller with the putback there a moment ago. And now Klay for number 200 and all.
You got never going to give up.
Yes, he's going to keep pursuing the dream, man.
Yes.
Here's a reverse layup on the drive by Sexton.
I agree. And great size at that position.
Here's Sexton in the lane, and Sexton gets vocal on the finish. Kobe White was the key part of the trade that went to Charlotte as Cisse finishes from Nembhard. Cooper's back in. Coop had an 8-point first quarter for the Mavs, and Coop got to a spot in the paint and is into double figures now. Yuki Kawamura played with Memphis last year, the 5th ever Japanese-born player in NBA history.
And that's standing on a phone book.
Yeah.
And they helped him out with a double team when he was matched up against Cooper on the perimeter. Tyler Smith hits a three-pointer. He passes it in transition in the triple threat. He puts it down. Runner missed. Look at the tip home. His own miss. And Dwight Powell.
He may have an ankle issue for Coop.
He does. He knows the spots out there. He goes and get them. Already talked about his speed and quickness.
Foul here, Max Christie. And 42 in a row. And now a steal. Poulakidas up ahead to Ryan Nembhard, and he lays it in. Here is the aforementioned Christie.
Good ball movement.
And it leads to a corner three for Tyler Smith. Smith has 3 of them.
Whole different team when they make the three.
Dillingham hits it.
I'm telling you, keep your eye on that young kid.
Rob Dillingham sounds like an insurance adjuster, though. It doesn't really sound like an NBA player, but he's got a lot of game.
In his 2nd year in the league. After a one-and-done in Kentucky, gliding to the basket. And he's got 12 here in the first half.
Look at that.
Dillingham hits again. Steal here for Tyler Smith. And Sexton will drive and finish.
Clever. Cut the defense off that time.
Real strong.
Another three for Klay. Bullseye.
Got time for a few more, too.
Now Leonard Miller with a step back 2 that's good. Lost ball by Mohamedou Gay, and that is picked up by Nembhard. On a turnover for Chicago, they're 8th of the first half. Mavericks have 8 as well. Nembhard missed on the shot in the paint. Here is Leonard Miller jamming it in. And a foul is called too. Score the basket. It ended up bouncing out before it actually cleared the net. But the size specifications that we asked for, they didn't exactly meet up with how size specifications normally go. The Mavs TV blazer fit appropriately because when it arrived, I'm not going to lie, Skin, it was a bit like wearing a tent when it arrived. With a huge block.
I knew that was going that way. Nembhard is so smart.
Of course, people got to make shots, but he's got some really good passes and reads tonight. Patrick Williams misses. Ulbrich with an offensive rebound. Leonard Miller on the drive. Here's Colin Sexton. Patrick Williams makes a three-pointer. Cisse with an offensive rebound. And Ryan Nembhard going to drive it this time. Poulakidas, yes, sir.
That's the jumper right there.
And what is their premium on the league in the league right now? Yeah. On shooting.
And we have a shortage of it as a team, unfortunately.
Yes.
Harp sounding like UB Brown.
No, I wasn't trying to sound like UB.
He just feels so much more confident facing all the different kinds of defenses he's now seen across the NBA.
Three-pointer for Rob Dillingham. And you're talking about playing well in the 82nd game of the year when you're not going to the playoffs. Colin Sexton. Here's Poulakidas for three and on the money and another assist.
Yes, you are. And Sexton.
Jams it. And a new Mavs rookie record.
Okay, now is the all-time record for one game Skiles, and can he do that tonight?
Can he get to 30? Got a quarter and a half, Skin.
He's doing it like a lot of people can't do it.
That's very true.
Chris been doing it his way like Frank Sinatra for a long time.
A.J. Johnson, smooth finish.
Assist.
Johnson for three. Nembhard with a rebound.
There it is.
The Poulakidas, yes, sir.
He's coming for you, Skiles. He's coming for you, Skiles.
That really is the record, by the way, for people that are wondering. 30 is the NBA record in assists. Scott Skiles.
Yes, sir.
As an Orlando Magic when he did it, I believe.
That is correct. The things that happen when the schedule comes out are, of course, look, I'm trying to figure out, like, trends in the schedule when you play a lot of home games.
Well, you're also trying to plan your suit game.
And I'm planning my suit game hard. You're exactly right. John Poulakidas, another three. That is going to be scheduled dinner at one of our favorite restaurants on the road.
Will you go to the Cleveland Symphony?
Will I go to the Cleveland Symphony like I did earlier this year? Cisse finishing a foul. Well, I'm going to hit you guys, by the way, with his numbers with the Windy City Bulls this year as he drains a three-pointer. Yuki averaged 24 years old. As we noted earlier, one of 5 Japanese-born players in NBA history. 20 assists for Ryan Nembhard.
So anxious for that.
That's happening on Mother's Day, by the way.
A.J. Johnson with the reverse, and now that's assist number 21. Lob for Mohamadou Gaye.
A lot of good things to take from this game.
And the score for Mohamadou Gaye. Tyler Smith's out in the open court. Steal from Patrick Williams. Mac McClung with it. Now, recall the other night in San Antonio. I'm not predicting that this is going to happen, but remember that I think we played the last...
Oh, the shot was taken.
Yep. Yeah, and it hit the rim.
It hit the rim.
It was not a shot clock violation. Cisse rebounds his own miss. Back up. Blocked by the rim, but stays after.
Remember, coming to ChicagoBulls.com. It's going to be great. It's good content.
Cisse. And he goes back up and scores.
A rebounding machine. He has a great feel for the game.
He's a fun player.
Yeah.
Nembhard with a step back. Well, this is going to do it.